What would you do if the person you trusted most in the world erased you from their life with a single tap while sitting right next to you? The glow of her phone lit up the bedroom at 2:17 a.m., cold blue light stretching across the ceiling. I wasn't asleep. I hadn't been for weeks. My eyes stayed half closed, fixed on the reflection in the dresser mirror. I watched her thumb move quickly, decisively. A pause, then a quiet exhale. Blocked. Not just muted. Not ignored. Blocked. And she smiled. That was the moment I knew something inside my marriage had already died. I just didn't know how deep the rot went yet. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. Her name is Lauren, and until a few months before that night, I would have told anyone she was my entire world. We lived in a condo off Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles, the kind of place with glass walls and a view that made you forget how lonely a city could feel. We used to laugh a lot. Late-night takeout, stupid reality shows, the kind of quiet intimacy people think lasts forever. But then she started changing. It wasn't obvious at first. Just little things. Her phone always face down. A new password. Longer hours at work. A sudden obsession with going to the gym, but coming home smelling like cologne that wasn't mine. I asked once casually, "New trainer?" I said. She didn't even look up from her phone. Yeah, don't start. Don't start. That became her favorite phrase. But the night she blocked me, that was different. The next morning, I tested it. I sent her a message while she was in the kitchen making coffee. Delivered. Then I tried Instagram. User not found. I stared at the screen, my chest tightening. Then I walked into the kitchen. "Hey," I said, keeping my voice steady. "Did you block me?" She rolled her eyes like I'd just asked the dumbest question in the world. "Oh my God, are you serious right now?" "Lauren, you're being clingy," she snapped. "It's embarrassing. I need space. Not everything revolves around you." Space. We lived in the same 900 square foot condo. But I nodded, because at that point, I was still trying to save something that didn't exist anymore. The humiliation didn't hit all at once. It came in waves. At a dinner on Melrose Avenue, she sat across from me scrolling her phone, laughing at messages I couldn't see. "Who's that?" I asked. "Friends," she said. "Which friends?" She looked up slowly, her expression turning cold. "Why are you interrogating me in public?" People at nearby tables glanced over. I felt my face burn. "I'm not." "You always do this," she said louder now. "You make everything uncomfortable." I stopped talking after that, because she had already painted me as the problem. But something wasn't right. And deep down, I knew it. So I started watching. Not confronting. Not accusing. Watching. One night, she said she was working late downtown near Grand Avenue. I drove there anyway. Parked across from her office building. Her car wasn't there. I waited. 40 minutes later, I saw it. Not pulling into the office parking lot, but turning into the underground garage of a hotel on Olive Street. My hands went cold on the steering wheel. I didn't follow her inside. Not yet. I wasn't ready to see it. But that was the moment the truth stopped being a suspicion and started becoming something solid. Something real. The next few weeks, I became someone else. Quiet. Observant. Patient. She grew bolder. Phone calls taken in the bathroom. Smiling at texts. Leaving earlier. Coming home later. And the way she looked at me. Like I was already gone. One night, she fell asleep with her phone in her hand. That never happened before. I moved slowly. Carefully. Unlocked it. And there it was. His name. Ryan. Messages that made my stomach drop. "Last night was insane. Miss your body already. Next time, we don't leave the room." I felt something inside me crack open. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just break. But I didn't wake her. I didn't confront her. I took pictures. Every message. Every photo. Every detail. Then I put the phone back in her hand and lay down beside her. And stared at the ceiling until morning. The next day, she kissed me on the cheek before leaving. "I might be late tonight," she said casually. I smiled. "Take your time." Because now, I had a plan. I found out who Ryan was within a week. A co-worker. Married. Lived in Pasadena. That made things interesting. I hired a private investigator. Quietly. Efficiently. Within days, I had everything. Photos of them entering hotels. Leaving restaurants. Holding hands in parking garages. Dates. Times. Locations. Proof. But proof wasn't enough. I wanted consequences. Real ones. So I waited. I let her keep thinking she was untouchable. Let her keep laughing at her phone. Let her keep treating me like I was nothing. Then I started setting the stage. I met with a lawyer in a quiet office near downtown LA. California might be a no-fault state, but evidence still matters when it comes to assets. And Lauren cared about one thing more than anything else. Money. The condo. The accounts. The lifestyle. So I made sure every dollar was accounted for. Every transfer documented. Every lie prepared to be exposed. Then I reached out to someone else. Ryan's wife. Her name was Emily. I didn't tell her everything. Not yet. I just asked her to meet me. We sat in a small cafe on Colorado Boulevard. She looked nervous. I don't understand why I'm here, she said. I slid an envelope across the table. Because you deserve the truth. She opened it, and I watched her world collapse in real time. Tears. Silence. Shaking hands. I didn't know, she whispered. I know, I said. And for the first time in weeks, I felt something other than pain. Control. The final step came 2 weeks later. Lauren thought we were going to a dinner party. A friend's birthday in a private room at a restaurant in West Hollywood. She dressed up, smiled, even held my arm as we walked in. Like everything was normal. But when the doors opened, everything changed. Inside the room sat not just our friends, but Ryan, and Emily, and a few other people who mattered. Lauren froze. What is this? She whispered. I stepped forward. This, I said calmly, is the truth. I connected my phone to the screen behind us. And then, I played everything. Messages, photos, hotel footage, dates. Silence filled the room as her lies unraveled in seconds. Ryan tried to speak. Emily stood up and slapped him so hard the sound echoed. Lauren turned to me, her face pale. You're insane, she said. You're trying to humiliate me. I looked at her. No, I said quietly. You did that to yourself. The fallout was immediate. Emily filed for divorce within the week. Ryan lost his job shortly after. And Lauren, she lost everything. The condo, the accounts, the reputation she cared so much about. Turns out, being clingy wasn't the problem. Being loyal was. The last time I saw her was outside the courthouse on Hill Street. She looked smaller somehow. Angrier. You ruined my life, she said. I shook my head. No, I replied. I just stopped letting you ruin mine. I walked away after that. No closure. No apology. Just silence. And sometimes, late at night, I still think about that moment. The glow of her phone. That quiet smile. The second she thought she'd gotten away with everything. And how wrong she was. Because in the end, she didn't block me from her life. She erased herself from mine. The end.